Welcome to Pseudoscientific. I'm Darren.
And I'm Charlotte.
Have you ever been blown away by a card trick? One that seemed almost like magic? What I'm about to show you is an easy party trick that may leave your audience wondering if you have psychic abilities. All you need is a deck of cards, your brain, and a partner that knows the trick. So don't forget to send this to a friend. Let's begin. Here, we have an ordinary deck of 52 cards. Charlotte will pick up 5 random cards and place 4 of them face up on the table. I will then be able to guess the 5th card.
So, close your eyes. Here are the 5 cards that I have chosen randomly from the deck, and Darren will be able to correctly guess one of them. Let's do this one. Okay.
Well, by reading your mind, I'm going to say that it's the 8 of diamonds.
Correct.
Pretty cool, right? For me to have guessed that card correctly, if I were just guessing, is a 1 in 48 chance. That's a probability of around 0.02%. But just in case that was a fluke, let's try again.
I have chosen 5 more cards randomly from the deck, and after putting down 4, Darren will be able to guess. What about this one? Okay.
I am getting major 7 of clubs vibes from this one.
And your instinct was correct.
That's twice. The probability has now lowered to 1 in 2,304, or a 0.043% chance. I won't do it again, but hopefully you can trust that I will be able to correctly guess that 5th card every time. This trick may initially appear to be magic, but it's actually a matter of math, logic, and probability. And it's far from impossible, and quite easy to learn with just a few simple rules. So let me teach it to you. So let's lay out some basics first. There are 52 cards in a deck, minus the jokers, and 4 suits. From lowest to highest, they are clubs, diamonds, hearts, and spades. Each of these suits has 13 cards, starting from 2 all the way to 10, and a jack, which serves as an 11, queen as 12, and king as 13. The ace is a funky card that can either be considered a 1 or 14. For our purposes, the ace will be the latter and serve as the largest card. Now that we have laid a foundation, let's begin explaining the trick.
If you're in algebra, you might have started learning about permutations and combinations. Well, this trick is nothing more than that. It's a simple mathematical trick, and it's not magic at all.
First, have someone choose 5 cards at random. The order in which you present these cards to your partner will give them the code on what the 5th card is. Out of these 5 cards, because there are only 4 suits, you're guaranteed to have at least 2 cards with the same suit in them. In math, this is called the pigeonhole principle. Therefore, you can keep one card as the solution and place the other one down to convey what suit the solution is. But how can we tell which one to place down? Well, if we think of the cards as part of a cycle, where every card is followed by the larger one, and the ace is followed by the 2, we'll realize that the farthest away 2 cards can be is 6 spaces. For example, the 6 and the king are separated by 6 spaces, though these 6 spaces go from the K to the 6. So let's place down the earlier card in the cycle as the suit card. From here, it is simple addition. You should now have 3 potential cards you can place, and if we think about the basics earlier, we can think of them as 3 cards, the small, medium, and large one. Cards with higher numbers are larger, and if 2 cards have the same number, whichever one has the higher suit is larger. Place these 3 cards in order depending on how many steps you need to take to get from your suit card to your solution. If you need to add 1 or 2 to the suit card, place down the smallest distance card. If you need to add 3 or 4 to the suit card, then place the middle distance card. And if you need to add 5 or 6 to the suit card you placed in order to get your solution, place the largest distance card of the 3 on the table. Now, there should only be 2 numbers you can add to the suit card, and only 2 cards left in your hand. Place down the larger distance card in your hand if you need to add the larger number, and place down the smaller one for the smaller number. And then place down your final card, because all 3 cards need to be shown to the guesser for them to know which ones are the higher, middle, and lower cards. If you're a math person, you might have noticed that the reason placing distance cards works is because there are 6 permutations of 3 distinct objects. Here, that means we have 6 ways to order 3 different cards. So, by assigning every permutation to a number, like what we're doing here, we can convey every number from 1 to 6. This trick is actually called Fitch Cheney's 5-card trick, and its secret was published in the 1950s.
2 people are needed to succeed in this trick, so make sure that you and your partner both have a grasp on how to do it. Me and Darren will do a quick walkthrough.
All right. So, here are the 5 cards that we're going to use. First one, and then the second one, and then the third one, and then the fourth one. And the 5th card is this one.
So the first card that Darren placed down is of the suit club of clubs, which means that the 5th card, or the solution card, has to be of the same suit. Next, Darren put down the middle card of the remaining 3 cards, the king. Because he put down the middle card, we know to add either 3 or 4 to the initial card to get the final. Next, of the final 2 cards, Darren placed the smaller card first, the 4 in comparison to the ace, which means that we're adding 3 instead of 4 to the ace to get our final. An ace plus 3 would be ace, 1, 2, ace, 2, 3, 4, which means it's the 4 of clubs.
That's it. Now you try.
I'll place down 4 cards and you can try and guess the 5th one this time. You can pause the video now and try and guess the 5th card. If you guess the 6 of spades, you are correct.
Now that you have our secret, you are officially unstoppable. If you want people to think you're a magician, all you have to do is share this video with a friend, and you'll both be able to fool people with your telepathic powers.
Tune in for our next video if you want to see more magic tricks or extensions to this one.
Thank you for watching, and I hope you like and subscribe.